Okay, YouTube, good morning. Today I'm going to be working on my Husqvarna, I think it's Husqvarna mower. It's a 7 HU 725 all-wheel drive Briggs Stratton 725EX. What it says, 190cc mower. Right now, I'm struggling with an issue, a no start condition. It actually will turn over, but it will not stay running. It stays on for a minute, very, weekly, and then it shuts off. So I've been doing some digging and investigating on the internet a little bit, and I see that it sometimes it's the carburetor issue. So I ordered one online. So right now I'm going to go through the process of changing the carburetor and see what happens. So look on the side of the unit here. This is where the filter is housed. So first I'm going to take that off. If I can position this good enough here to show you what I'm doing. All right. I'm gonna remove this. Remove the filter. Okay. So both the filter comes off and the case here. Alright. Then I'm gonna need to use a ratchet set to remove 2 bolts so I can have access to the carburetor. Oops. Man, this is in there tight. Alright. So we can get it up close. Hopefully you can see it well. See 2 bolts in here that I'm gonna remove. I think what I'll do to improve things a little bit, I'll get the light down a little bit closer so we can see a little better. Alright, hopefully that helps some. Alright, so now I'm going to try to see which size bolt will fit this. Which size socket will fit this. It's not a 10 millimeter. When you go smaller, it's not a 9. I can't see what's on it. It's about an 8. 8 look like it'll work. So next step here, we're going to remove the bolts. One here, there's another one right here. And we're using an 8 millimeter socket. Okay, so now I'm going to remove these bolts. It's bigger than an 8 millimeter. Let's try a 9. Nope. Put these back as soon as I'm done trying them. I'll try to keep as organized as possible. So now, so far we've used an 8 and now we're using a 10. This is kind of long, so let's see if it'll work. Short like this. Oh, we have a little bit of an interference. Even this one back here too is gonna be, it's really tight. So we might, oh, this one fits. Let me make sure I'm taking this off in the right order because here's the replacement part right here. And it's gonna bolt up to this. If I separate that, then I gotta make sure to keep all this stays intact right here. So if I loosen that bolt and loosen the ones on the bottom to separate it, I think that might be the way to go. And all this right here stays intact. So let's retire this for a second. And we're gonna need a very small one to get this off. Slightly bigger than I guessed. Let's try it. No, this one. This will work. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so this is loosened up. Didn't take much actually. So this one I do. Okay. And let's leave it that. So that was a 6.5 millimeter that I just used there. So use a 6.5. Use a 10 for these bigger ones. And all this just sits into this groove right here. So that was pretty simple. And then that's connected to something else. So that piece is intact. So now we're going to try to take this bolt off. Alright, not sure what to expect behind here. So I'm going to loosen both of them just a little. Get them started. And I'll hold it up a little bit. I want to strip these, so let's see if I can well, it's still in there pretty tight, so I'm gonna need to continue using the wrench. Use just this. That enough? No. Still need the power of the wrench. Okay, now it's free. Pull this out slowly. That's one bolt out. Set it right there. Then have a second bolt to remove. And it looks like this is all that's to it. In terms of separating, it feels loose now. So, ooh, crap. Now, it's kind of iffy spot here to pull this one out, so I'm gonna take a little time. get it out. Now I can reach it with my fingers. Okay. So I got this bolt out. Now, there's a connection here that I need to be careful with. And I just need to slip it out as far as I can see, like so. And then that looks like it. So not bad. I do not know what's wrong with it, honestly. Don't know what's wrong with this current one. But what I'm going to do is just try to see if just a nice clean replacement will get this thing fired up and doing the right thing. So I have that set. I'm gonna get a piece of paper and see about just cleaning it up a little bit. Okay, so nice metal right there. Cleaned around the area. Well, that looks good. And so I guess the next step is to put the new one in there. I do have O-ring and a gasket. Got an O-ring for. It did come with a new O-ring for this side, and then a gasket for this side. So I'm gonna seat this O-ring in here. And start the installation process of there we go, that's it. Now, O-ring on. on. Alright. So phase one, that's on. So we're gonna clean these bolts up. Get this replaced. Just clean up both of them. No, sorry about that. Clean the bolts up and install it. Clean both heads a little bit. It'd be nice if I washed it and make it really nice, but it's gonna get dirty in a minute anyways. But I'm gonna start by putting this in. I should hand tighten first, right? We're gonna tighten this differently. This one, we're gonna have to use a wrench for some reason. Seems like the clearances aren't the same. Very tight. One. Just continue tightening with your fingers. Then see if we can get this on it. This one clearance is a little bit better on this side, so I'm able to crank on it. A lot better. Looks tight. Oh, actually, drop this so it would fit. Ain't no way it would fit this way. Okay. Alright. Looks like there's a nice good seal there. Can't get it any tighter anyways. So, I'm gonna go ahead, set this in place, and reinstall this piece. I think that's it to it. Looks even to be fairly simple in that yeah, seems fairly simple swap. So we'll see how it does. I don't want to crack this plastic piece. I think they probably purposefully allow that much slack in there, so I ain't gonna mess with it. Then I think everything is back in place. I'm gonna reconnect the gas line. It's been flushing itself out, really, so that should be clean because we did pour quite a bit of gas through it. Reconnect this piece here. Clamp back on it. And our gasket. I believe it goes on this side. Yep, gasket goes on this side. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean off the back end of this. Is this where the gasket really sits?
how critical it is for performance. I don't know, but I got the part, so I'm gonna install it. Oh, there was a gasket on the other one. It's in there. There it is. So I'm gonna do the same and install this new piece, this new gasket. So I've got a brand shiny new one. Looks like it goes this way. Fits perfectly. Fits perfectly on there. Has little pins that line it up. It's perfect. So got those lined up. Got it flushed in there. So now all I gotta do is secure it. Let me clean this area up so, because here is where bad stuff can get introduced, and I want to make sure that it's as clean as possible. Take some time on the wipe this thing. Okay, so this part, I'm satisfied that it's clean. We have the gasket through there. We got our bolts, we're starting. And we are going to reinstall this back onto here. This lines up in that tube. This lines up with these holes. Start finger tightening them. It's going in beautifully. Okay. So finger tightened as far as we can go. And now, I think this is the right one. We go back to our small. Okay, no, this is slightly bigger. So we have that 6.5. Where was that? Oh, that was for the small one on the top. We had a 10mm for the bigger bolts on this side of the carburetor, and then I believe we used a, it wasn't 8. No, it wasn't 8. It was an 8mm socket to tighten this area down. So tighten this. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I don't think they're going anywhere. Oops, probably gone a little bit too far. It's interesting that they do it like that, where you can actually score the body of it. So, last but not least, we have a brand new filter that came into the package. We're going to install it because the last one is pretty dirty. We already reinstalled the fuel line. We have this is an old filter, so I have a brand new one, and it goes in this way. Feels smaller compared to this one. Oh well, no, it's not. It's about the same. So it goes in this way, and then reinstall this. Actually, before we do that, let's clean this up so we just don't introduce a bunch of dirt to it right away. Alright, so put this down in here. So it's hinged in. Put the brand new filter in here, and we can close it up. So screwdriver. Make sure I'm doing this properly. Alright. Seems like it's at the right height. Oh, the screw will definitely tell if it's at the right height or not. It's gonna place it. So filter is as far down as it can be. So we're just gonna tighten this one. Okay. So we got a new filter in there. We got a new carburetor. Now we can put this cover back on. And we just held this in place by 2 bolts. Or 2 screws rather. These I have here. I'm gonna go ahead and close back the gas tank for now. We'll have to reintroduce the gas in a second. 1, 2. And we'll tighten. Got that sorted. Got everything. Oh, what's all this old gasket, old filter. Everything from our package has been installed. I think this is the moment we've been waiting for. Let's pack away the tools, make sure everything's back in order. My 8mm there, my 10mm, and my 6.5mm that I used. Adapter. My one ratchet failed, so I have a better one. This one's a nice one that I bought a while back, so this one standalone I'll use. And looks like we can put gas in it, get it running again. I wouldn't do what I did, but I think I've been using this to transfer gas back and forth into this container, so it's pretty clean. So I will refill it with gas. Connections are secure. So this gas back in there. Done. And we'll see what we're working with. It's exciting. Get this seats it's all back together, all one. Fuel, got a cap back on, no leaks, the filter is in, spark plugs on there good. So we're gonna test this here in a second. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna open the garage here. I'm sitting on the garage steps placing this, so let's set up like this. Safety first, because if it starts running, there's a lot of carbon dioxide. Let's see how well she starts. Let me get this cord out of the way. See how she fires up. It's fixed. Thank God. I saved me a bunch of money doing this. Yeah, a carburetor. I spent $14 online through eBay. Bought it. It got shipped to my house within a couple of days, and now I got a working lawnmower. You heard it for yourself. It works. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and see you soon. Thanks.